sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura.
¿Apareció? ¿Qué quieres
That's
decir con
exactly
eso?
what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
¿Tú qué puedes entender, Paimon? Es difícil. Es decir, el poder de Makoto hizo que el árbol apareciera.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land, and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came
Buena
to terms
analogía.
with it all.
Parece que has pensado mucho en todo esto.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Es cierto. ¿Has visto a mi hermana?
Sister? I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so.
Parece que
Yeah.
sí, sí.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma, and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
La verdad que sí.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
We should go.
Brindis.
Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Dejo una taza de té para Furuyama. ¿Cuánto percibo realmente y cuánto dejo escapar? No sé. Chichi. La verdad que pobre. Perdió lo que más le importaba en ese desastre. Ajá, aquí. Pero vamos acá. A ver hacia dónde nos llevan estas marcas. A ver qué está pasando. Oh, ahí hay unos lobos. Enfócate en los lobos.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey! Are you sure you're alright?
Kratos dice que las ganas que están dispuestos a sacrificarse todo por la victoria. Yeah.
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best.
Algo me dice que Raiden se está cansando.
Shine down.
Uy. ¿Qué pasó?
Are you alright?
¿Qué rayos pasó?
I'm fine. Torn to oblivion.
¿Otra vez? Algo le está pasando a Raiden.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal. Remove all obstacles. Shine down.
Ahí está. ¿A tenerse que las ganan las tácticas superiores? Depende.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
No te ves bien.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back.
Sí, descansa. Deja
We'll
que
deal
mi
with the monsters.
Raiden haga cosas. Wow, ¿qué está pasando?
Look, that's the same light again.
Es hora de otro viaje por los recuerdos. Este le está quitando poderes.
Where am I?
Son guerreros. Samuráis.
Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Van a defender al
Come on,
Shogun.
man. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Sí,
Danger is
defiendan a
our
la
duty,
Shogun.
man. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
Oh, es alguien con una visión de
It
Electro.
certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Ah, una resistencia inquebrantable.
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
Ya ayudaré.
Phew!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
No, tú cuida tu espalda. Yo tengo la mía cubierta.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Protejan a la Shogun.
There is no
Usando a la
escape.
Shogun.
Now you shall perish. Inazuma shines eternal!
I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would. Someone needs assistance. Nice and spicy.
Shine down!
Ahí está. Uf, estuvo cerca. Bien hecho, caballeros. Digo,
Seems like our
samuráis.
attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
Sí, deberías de
I'm
descansar.
fine. I feel much better already.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
GG.
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further.
Ok.
We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
Bueno, igual ya. Bueno, realmente ya están muertos. Pero igual hay que agradecerles por el buen trabajo que hicieron. Bien hecho, soldados. Bien, muchas gracias.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the almighty Shogun.
Oh. Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
Gloria a la Shogun.
They're gone.
¿La promesa que acabas de hacer era para ellos?
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now, and that's what counts.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior, and my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done.
Los humanos merecen tu confianza, ¿eh?
Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being.
Oh, en serio.
I
Okay.
will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Alrighty
okay.
then, let's move on.
Muy bien, dejemos a la comisión de Tenryo. ¿Por qué tienes que descansar?
It looks cool
Hey.
on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now.
La verdad que sí.
She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her.
No está, ¿verdad?
What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up.
Oh. ¡Hey!
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body... I can't move it. It looks like the situation is more serious than I thought.
Tenemos que llevarte de vuelta a Inazuma.
No need. She is calling me. The time has come.
¿El momento? ¿Qué momento?
Can you help me walk? I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Ok,
Why?
te ayudaremos.
What's in there?
¿Y qué hay? Es cierto.
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
Oh. Puede que encontremos la mente de... La mente de Makoto que ella trajo. Ella dijo que se trajo la mente de Makoto. En lo que pasó en la guerra. Así que probablemente lo que vamos a ver sea la mente de Makoto encerrada. A ver. Por acá. Sí.
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Wow, ¿qué es eso?
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
¿Te encuentras bien?
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm about to put an end to it all.
Espero que sí.
This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness.
Sí, es la conciencia de Makoto. Ok.
It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
¿Este cuerpo? ¿Este no es tu cuerpo entonces?
What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Follow me.
Where do we go?
Como grita Paimon. Ok. Tal vez sea un jefe. Probablemente sea un jefe.
Paimon's dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time? Whoa. This place.
Parece el plano de Eutimia.
Look! Look over there! It's another A!
Esa no debe ser ella, esa debe
We
ser
meet again,
Makoto.
traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that the puppet?
Es la marioneta.
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Ok, hablar por las armas.
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse! Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Oh. Una lucha por el poder, ¿eh? Interesante. ¿Qué es su sistema de defensa para proteger la eternidad?
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this! It's a bit extreme! Hey, showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day!
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something?
Ey no es alguien que escape a sus problemas.
But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
Sí, pero las ideas de una chocan con las ideas de
supreme
otra.
majesty,
Whoa.
in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits Ei's pain,
Cambió la voz.
the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred, all of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time.
Okay.
Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the